Rawr, 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 rawr. Wait, why is it sunset? Wait, it's nighttime. It's fine. Hello! Oh! Hi everyone! I'm alive! I'm alive! Hello! Hi Zachary! Wow! Hi Ultra! Hi Kimmy! Hi Carrot Dragon! Hello! Hi Dib! Hi Epic Spectral! Hello! I'm only a little late. Also, I'm a little, you know, I'm still a little hoarse. Jellyfish horse! It's not just waiting eagerly. I never read. You and your Tun Tun. You gotta show more data. How are you guys? How's your week been? I mean, it's not like it's that much different. Like, I have a Saturday stream and then and then I have the Wednesday stream. It's usually this long of a break between. But I was out of town, so it feels like it's more. How are you guys? I feel like I missed you guys, but at the same time, you guys probably didn't miss me. Same time, only 15 minutes late. Blame my work, okay? I wolfed down some pizza as soon as possible. I did order pizza, so I didn't have to cook when I came back. You know how it is. But I'm gonna cook later. I have chicken broth going. What toppings? Barbecue chicken and onions. Yeah. I like. I don't always like barbecue pizza, especially barbecue chicken pizza. But once in a while, you know, you just kind of feel like something a little bit different. So barbecue chicken pizza it is, and it was on sale. You know, there's always a coupon. You always go with the coupons that are on the app, and then. Yeah, whatever's cheapest. Because otherwise I just get Costco, right? Costco pizza is the best because their pizzas are huge. Like their normal pizza is huge. But unfortunately, ever since they got rid of the Supreme, at least in my area, they got rid of the Supreme and they only have the cheese and the pepperoni, and that's so boring. But $10 though, $10 for a giant pizza is so good. Like Pizza Hut or Domino's or Caesar or Papa John's, you know, all the other pizza places. There's no way. Like, their largest, their XL, barely compares to the normal Costco pizza. So, it's just like what you feel like, you know? There's not much choices when it comes to Costco. It's just the quantity. It's huge. Oh, well, I didn't tell Twitter that I was live. Not that anyone cares. No one actually cares on Twitter to see if I'm live or not. Ooh. I'm yapping. No. Now I got to copy the link and paste it. Paste. I'm so good. I'm so professional. Hi Gerard, welcome! We're talking about pizza. And like, do you guys prefer the Costco pizza versus something with a more versatility, you know? Because Costco is the best bang for the buck, like quantity-wise for the dollar, but like you don't get any choices. And I like my Supreme. Man, I miss Supreme. I don't even like olives. I've never consumed the Costco pizza. Oh boy. You should find one. You should try it. It's huge. Costco food is trash. It's the worst. I've never had it. Actually, you can't say it's trash and the worst if you never had it. So, you're just wrong. No, the Costco pizza isn't the best. Like, unless you like chewy, doughy, dough, like crust, then Costco pizza might not be the best. But it's like, it's $10 and it's like the size of a small child. You can't get that amount of like pizza anywhere else. Maybe Little Caesars. Maybe. but that's questionable because like I think Little Caesar pizza doesn't get that big. Oh god, I'm still very much sniffling. It's Guumi. Hi, Mariaki. Hello. It's me. Yes, it's me. And at work, we joke about doing a Costco food run. I mean, does someone at your work have a Costco membership? Or does your work have a Costco business card? Because that's also a thing. I want a small child-sized burrito. Oh my god, me too! Excuse me being gross. But like, back in the days when like Chipotle or any relative same type of restaurant a thing, you could just put as much as you can of the toppings. They'll do like a normal scoop of rice, a normal scoop of beans, and a very small scoop of protein because they are so stingy. And then you just ask them for more toppings, more lettuce, more salsa, more whatever else, vegetables and cheese and whatnot, to the point that like they can't close it. It's like a miracle. They have to get the veteran burrito wrap closer to even get that thing closed, and at the end of the day, it is the size of a child. And sometimes I can't. And sometimes they have to bring in an extra tortilla because of how much stuff you put in there. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna eat that. I'm totally gonna eat that. Usually it's 2 meals though. Back in the days when I used to be in college and there was one of those burrito making places, not Chipotle, but a burrito making place on campus, it would be the size of a small child. And it would take 2 meals for me to finish, and that's good bang for the buck, you know, especially for a college student. Hi, Rich, welcome! Instead of a small child-sized burrito, how about a Guumi-sized taco? That's too big. I'm unfortunately adult-sized. Like, imagine another, like, full-grown adult-sized burrito. I mean, a taco. No. I was scared because a series of a working single mom was stressed while carrying her baby. She was about to put the big burrito in the microwave, but she put the baby! Yeah. That's amazing. I know, yeah, in real life it's, like, scary, but, like, in hindsight, it's hilarious. It was BoJack Horseman and the baby was fine. Oh, a cartoon. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The Zweihander, yes. Our local small child-sized burrito is really good. Yeah. Actually, my spaghetti was chorizo. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I do sometimes put, like, well, chorizo isn't as cheap anymore. It used to be like $1 for one of those tubes, and now it's not $1 for those tubes. But yeah, I would add the chipotle and adobo with the sauce in the can to the pasta sauce sometimes for extra oomph. It's extra oomph. Unless Nami I once ate a mountain of pasta. Sure, I destroyed 3 plumbing systems. Really? Does pasta make you destroy toilets? I feel like it's easy to digest. Hi Tyler! Happy Wednesday! Hello. Feels like forever since I've talked to you guys. Even though this is my normal schedule. I'm dying still. I'm so sorry. Anyway. Oh, back in the days when I was at, again, the same place, right? For the child-sized burrito making place on campus. I would ask, when I really felt spicy, I would ask the burrito maker to put 1 single jalapeno chip, you know, those pickled jalapeno slices, into my burrito and tell them to, like, hide it somewhere. And then also when they wrap it, it's like just a random single jalapeno chip inside the burrito. I told them it's because I wanted to be surprised. Because how else will you find, you know, the spice of life when life was boring? If it isn't to bury a single jalapeno slice inside your giant child-sized burrito. So you're surprised. It's like, nom 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 nom. Oh, spicy. Not normally, but when you're eating a boulder-sized meatball, things won't process normally. Oh, how big of a boulder? Like Sisyphus or like just a fist? Because I feel like a Sisyphus boulder-sized meatball will not cook properly. Yes? Oh, which one? One of the few VTubers where when it comes to food, I'm like, yes, I get. Really? Am I? Does that make it relatable? Or every other VTuber you watch is just like eating like frosting and pickles? I'm a foodie, you know. I like food. When I said mountain of pasta, I mean small mountain. I do be liking my pasta. Oh, same thing. Like in college, right? When I would meal prep because I don't get the kitchen as often because, you know, I share the apartment with a whole bunch of girls. I would get like those giant Ziploc Tupperwares, those really big ones, maybe like 2-liter sized ones, and I would make a whole bunch of pasta like in that one. And I would eat that for like lunch and dinner, lunch and dinner, lunch and dinner, and like otherwise I just have like a Starbucks. There's a joke, by the way. No, it's not a joke when I'm involved. Every other one's like, I want to revoke my Oshi card, maybe. Oh my god. I'm a foodie. I like eating food. It's just who I am. How come it brings so much happiness when she talks? I don't know. I think food brings happiness. You guys just talk, like, hearing me talk about food. You know how, you hear someone talk about something they're really passionate about? And so you just yap, and you don't really care what they're talking about. It's just like the way they say it is like, ooh, they're so happy about this one thing. Yappy! At least that's what I do. If someone's really happy about talking about, like, say their favorite video game, right? Or their favorite book series, or their favorite TV show, or like another VTuber that they watch that they like, their Oshi or whatever. I'm not actually listening. I'm listening for the tone of their voice, and if the tone of their voice is very like bright and bubbly and happy, I'm like, good for you, yeah, What are they talking about? Good for, yeah, yeah, that was yeah, it's amazing. Hi, just stopping by. Hi, Fandom Kitchen. Thank you for stopping by. Always appreciate it. Make sure to smash that like button in the face as if you're happy to see it. I will eat a whole 2 boxes of macaroni and cheese solo, though. Oh, like the craft size boxes? Yeah, I could do that too. It's bad for you, though. So much sodium and cheese. Not sure, I'm just eating cereal and oatmeal. Oatmeal's also good. I have some, like, instant oatmeal, from a box. From a while ago that I have in one of those pop boxes. Pop containers, and I still gotta finish it. I really like it. If I have some berries, I have some berries. If not, I have some honey, and then, you know, some bananas. I think a banana's a berry, though, technically. Scientifically, a banana's a berry. If I want to get into an anime because of food, is it Food Wars or is it Dungeon Meshi? So basically all your streams. No. Sometimes I talk about things I don't like. I can't remember, but it happens. Torika? Rings a bell. I don't actually know what that is. Hold on. I will Google it. Torika. Shonen. Old shonen. That's food? Oh, it is food. That's such an old art style, though. Not really my thing. Not as good as manga basketballer. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's manga first, it's always manga better. Hi, Xavier. Good evening, good night. Oh yeah, we should go into the cave. We don't have to stand around on my porch, you know, talking. We should, if it's a just chatting stream, we should go into the home, get comfortable among the trash, you know? I'm doing good. Oh, thank you for the transparent fee. Hi, Speed. Welcome in. Turco is fire? That's good. You know. Combine my 2 favorite things, food and macho violence. Oh. I don't really like macho violence. I used to like violence a bit more. I kinda got over it, you know. Guumi smell sniffa sniffa? No, it's good because I'm still sick. For the wedding, when I went to the wedding, I had a mask on the entire time I was in public, so to not get people sick, you know. And I only took it off really quickly to eat, and then I put it back on really quick just to not get people sick, you know. Even though I feel like I'm not contagious anymore, but it's kind of gross, you know, going like, you know, every other minute, you know, it's very gross. Here's me out that cake. No, actually, I think I didn't even get any cake. We saw the cake cutting, and then they took the cake back to the back room, and then they brought out like snacks, like cookies and like little lemon tart cakes and stuff. But they didn't actually cut and distribute the wedding cake. I feel like because there was not like it was a very cozy event. The wedding cake was relatively small, you know. I feel like maybe they didn't want to distribute the wedding cake, and it was just one of those things where, you know how there's a tradition. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's a tradition. I don't know if it's just American tradition for weddings that if it's a multi-tier cake, the couple takes the top tier of the cake and then put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it in their freezer. So a year later, on their first anniversary, they take it out to eat as like a tradition to reminisce on the wedding. Hi, Jebra, welcome in. 1 minute you're wearing a thank you bag, and now you're wearing seashells. These are not seashells. This is just more trash bags. But way better, styled better. But I'm a magical girl, you know. Magical girls do that kind of stuff. I transform. Guumi is a healthy one. Love to see. How was the honeymoon? I didn't go to the they're going to the honeymoon. Like, goodness gracious. I'm a little jealous because both her and her new husband are relatively well off. So right after the wedding, they immediately went to their honeymoon, and I'm like, oh, I want to go to a vacation. I couldn't afford it. No cake, sad, no cake. Imagine getting very violent in the thought. Yeah, no violence. They took the cake to the back rooms. Yes, exactly. Who actually has a wedding cake and then doesn't share the cake? That's what I thought. So me and like the people I went with are just like, where's the cake? And then we never saw the cake. And then the thing was over. Oh, heck, the chat's frozen again. Let me fix it. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know. There we go. Every single time something, you know, happens, make sure to let me know. When's the honeymoon live leak? What does that mean? Jellyfish that eat humans don't like violence? No. I don't eat humans. You guys are gummy snacks. Yeah. And there's no violence in eating gummy snacks. It's just like normal. Like, is frozen my incredibly hilarious comedy. Well, off but can't afford a wedding cake. No. They could afford. They got a wedding cake. They did the wedding cake cutting. You know, the cutting ceremony where they cut the cake together and then they feed each other the cake, and they got a slice of cake and they didn't give anyone else cake. Give them a $5 Cracker Barrel gift card for a wedding present. My presence is the present. I'm the present. I'm not well enough for that. When they release a live link footage of the honeymoon, why? I'm trying my best not to be like so detailed that I accidentally either dox them or dox myself. Remind me of Majin Buu shoot a beam of transform people to candy and then eat them. They're also pink. I don't like Majin Buu though. Majin Buu's ugly. Oh no, Guumi, don't eat me. Please don't do that. Oh no, please don't. What? Please don't. It looks like I'm eating the top tipper thing at the bottom, you know, when I'm big. Sorry for the mouth noises. No violence is eating gummy snacks. Okay, then, miss. Basically, the one thing in Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I've never seen that movie. I don't know what you're talking about. I like your laugh, by the way. It's cute. Ah! Oh! Stop it. Stop it. I don't know how to respond to that. You know, it's funny because I was watching a Tamagotchi stream when you were on there. I island, we're wondering what you call us. Gummy snap. What's your gummy snap? And then I eat you guys. The chubby mandible is good. The other transformations indeed ugly. No, the other one's also ugly. I don't like that art style. Yeah. The old shonen style is not my favorite art style. I still do read. I did read it. I did read Naruto. I read Bleach. I read Death Note. I read Beelzebub. I can't read One Piece. That's the one that I draw the line on. I read a lot of old shonens. Yeah. There's a lot of old, like, more obscure ones that I can't remember the name of. Monkey with monkey to English translator rips and tears anime gummy bears. No. And yes, it's a stick Vtuber. I know, I was there. I chose to lurk on that stream because I didn't want to affect, the stream progress. I wanted Twig to do what she wanted for her island. You think Kirby's ugly? No, Kirby's cute. Majin Buu is not cute. But what about Dragon Ball? No, Dragon Ball's not cute. Maybe like baby Goku is acceptably cute, but like everything else is not cute. JoJo, never seen JoJo. Never read JoJo. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that I would like. You should read One Piece. I can't. I've tried. I'm making chicken broth and the pressure cooker is making psst noises. Anyways, I can't read One Piece. I have tried. I almost threw up. So don't try to get me to read or watch One Piece or any of that type of art style stuff. Even fairy tale. I will throw up. I don't like Naruto or Bleach. Can't get into One Piece because of the time investment. That's also true. Hi, Worm. Welcome in. You mean you wouldn't pay $40 to have the Mies call a streamer daddy? No. I don't even have a Switch 2. So I can't get any of the stuff. I don't want to spend that much on a game right now because I don't have time to play games. And also, Tomodachi Life is character creation, the game. And character creation is like my least favorite part of a game ever. It's so boring. I get overwhelmed by choices, Vegeta's adorable? No, he isn't. Is Captain Ginyu cute? Who the heck is that? Oh, Dragon Ball is pretty cute and whimsical. You say so. Jigglypuff is ugly? No, Jigglypuff is cute, I guess. Like in a normal ball kind of way. There went a 40. I'm not getting back. Yeah, Popo alert. It was so lonely while we were gone. You cat noise in the background? Yes. Hi, Popo. Yeah, when I came back last night, I was working on my schedule and thumbnail. You guys saw those, yeah. Hi, Kaiser. Hello. There's homing pie. Stop. Not allowed. Yeah, he was so lonely that Popo jumped on my lap and then started purring and then refused to get up. So I was done. I finished my stuff early and I was taking a break and Popo was like, no, you're not allowed to leave. And I'm like, oh, fine. So I took an extra half an hour just to sit in my chair and pet my cat. Guumi Alert for the clone machine. Clone machine? If by cute you mean angry, yeah, sure. I mean, some things are cute when they're angry. Thank you for the check-in, Kaiser. The Popo is here. Time for cat sushi? No. I don't like cat sushi. Also, I'm gonna... Hold on. Why is my pressure cooker is doing a thing? Let me go double check it. Takes 2 seconds. I don't know what's happening. I think it's just taking an extra long time to pressurize, but it's getting there. 1 minute 2 pieces. Oh, fine. Oh, it took longer than 2 seconds. I'm sorry. So it's an OG Pokemon anime, Sailor Moon. They're fine. I like them mostly because of nostalgia, you know. Though I did like the original Sailor Moon's art more than the remake. Just my opinion, though. Don't miss me that much that quickly. Falling into your original idolatry and a broken Christian TOS, and I'm slowly being hunted by angels in the Lord. Well, you got in there yourself, and that's your fault. Hi, Snooey! Welcome, welcome, yo! Let me tell her about it. I found out where Popo hides the catnip. Popo doesn't hide the catnip. I have the catnip. I don't give it to him that much. Are you making yourself soup? I'm making broth because I want to make some chicken pot pie. Tomorrow. You know, because ever watch Higurashi? I did. That's actually a funny story. So the first time I read Higurashi was a really long time ago. It was like middle school, high school era-esque. I was reading it, and I was like super scared. The first arc, you know, the first paranoia arc, where the guy's like thinking that they're following him, that they're putting needles in his ohagi, or like that they're gonna like do something to him and all that stuff. He's gonna do an experiment on him. Like, I was so scared that I put it down and I vowed never to come back to that series ever again. And then I went years. It was years. And then like one day I got kind of bored. I think I was in college by then. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like being a little scared. You know? Just one of those days where, oh, Popo's on my lap now. Okay. So I felt like being scared one of these days. And so I picked back up the manga. I think it was a manga, not the anime. Yeah, I think it was a manga. And I read the rest of it. It was not bad. And my internet just like, no! Yeah, my frames are not dropping, so it's probably you. But yes, basically, Higurashi, scary. It took me years to go back, and it's better now. I finished, it's not bad, yeah. Oh yeah, watch Higurashi no Koroni, yeah. It's not bad. I like it. I actually quite like it. It's a product of the time. So there's a lot of tropes that, you know, are a little cringe nowadays. But the product of the times was, like, super moe, and then super, gory, and then, like, everyone had a catchphrase, and yeah, tropes. Lots of tropes. Very tropey. If I'm still scared of the old creepypasta, it depends on the creepypasta. But yes, I used to read. I only read one creepypasta. The first time I was on is the best of Higurashi. It is. It's very well written. Everything else was a little bit more of a gore fest, in my opinion. The first one was definitely more psychological paranoia. I think the Higurashi anime is based on the manga, which is adapted into a game. Yes, it is true. I read the manga first, then watched the anime, and I have the games. I have not played them. I tried, but I have the OG games on CD-ROMs, and there's no voice acting. And when there's no voice acting in a visual novel, I get so bored. Like Rika talk to saying Nipa and Nano. Yes, exactly. Nipa! I used to do that! Oh gosh! I just remembered! I used to go around school going, Nipa! Oh no! The cringe! Hi, Thaddeus, welcome! Shut the door, dude, you're letting out the cold. Yeah, the art in the OG is also pretty not good. Yeah, you're so right. Yeah, there's like I think later updates lets you change the art style to be a bit more modern, like closer to the anime. And that's super cringy, shut up! You don't have to affirm my cringiness! From here I could feel the pain, shut up! I don't need your help! Oh, my cooker, my pressure cooker is beeping at me, hold on. Hi Conway, came in at a weird time. No, hold on, be right. Okay, I have no idea what's going on with my pressure cooker. It's refusing to pressurize. I'm gonna have to check it out. Check out the rubber stuff once it's done depressurizing. Oh, sucks. Welcome back. Thank you. Hi, Kara of the Bells. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. I'm so sorry you came in while I was gone. My pressure cooker is being very rude. The Steam version has good art and I think voice acting for the anime. Oh, I see, I see. Sounds were coming from Baraska. Right! Baraska! Though, if you look back at Baraska, it didn't end well. Baraska was decently written. Oh no, rude pressure cooker? Yeah, exactly. Welcome back doesn't seem to work well under pressure. It's a pressure cooker! It's supposed to work under pressure! That's the whole point! What does we suddenly hear an explosion of pressure? No, it's like constantly leaking pressure from the little nib thingy-majig, and I don't know why. It's like crooked. You know the little silver nib that's supposed to like pop up when it's sealed? It's crooked, and that's why it's constantly hissing. I still sit like L now, but just make that be because it feels comfy and I'm alone. Oh, I almost died. Yeah. I don't sit like L. That's not very comfortable for me. Also, I don't have grippers. I don't have grippers like L. Like his feet has like so many joints. I know that's how normal feet are, right? There's a joint inside, like pre the separation of the toes, but like, ugh. Who actually does? Apparently, somebody. Anyway, such Sugoi. I saw that, Gerard. You can't run from me. I like a skill issue. I don't wanna sit like that. It's not a skill issue if I don't wanna. are some more obscure manga that I like. Black Butler is not obscure. It's iconic. I want to sit in a pose of meditation. Ugh. Meditation. I mean, if you guys want to meditate, that's fine. Remember to like that like button and subscribe that subscribe button. And follow on Twitch if you're on Twitch. You could meditate on that. I can't meditate. It's too much work. It's way too much work. I'm dying. Okay, I'm less dying. Space Family Caribbean. No, I don't know what that is. I was in the astral plane so I can watch all Guumi live streams live at the same time. I mean, it's not like I'm live more than once. As long as you're here, you're seeing live is normal. You don't have to see multiple things at once. And if you're ever like late, like you could start from the beginning and just watch it at 2x speed until you catch up. That's what some people do. But otherwise, bots are bots. Seikon no Quasar's barely disguised author fetish. I feel like I've seen that, heard that title. I don't really know. Look is one of the cutest anime. Space Family Carl is. I don't know if I want any cute manga right now, no. I don't have time to read my own manga. Oh. IMDb 1988. What? 1988? That's wild. Oh, it does say 1988. Yeah, oh my gosh, 1985 to 1997 Shonen Captain Comics. And Afternoon KC from 1999 onwards. That's wild. Where's the fun in that? Ugh. If you say so. What's your favorite race? I don't like to race. No racing. Was I in a race recently? Yes, I was! Literally last stream. We were racing Garfield Kart, and I was like, wait a minute. I felt like I was in a race. Once. And it was literally last stream. I can't remember. Man, nothing. No, I can't remember a thing. Trying to write some, but only from ventilation stands and some slanders thrown. Hazardous one. There's a small Russian boy, Sasha, that controls ice. Needs to drink from women's boobs. Mariachi! No! There's another one that's like kind of hentai-y. Like there's a lot of like hentai-y type of manga that are not really hentai. They're like just ecchi, but like the boundary between hentai and ecchi is really blurry for manga. Like Midori Days. Baby Jim's still very vibey, yeah. Midori Days is a boy's right hand, I think it was right hand, turned into a girl. And so he has a really bad decision. He can't... Yeah, the hand girlfriend rhythm, I get. He can't, you know. And he's like debating about it. Will we ever know your tags? No. Never. I do not plan to be cancelled by literally everyone. All sides, by all sides. I do not want that. So no, you'll never know my tags. I have to go now. I start my new job tomorrow. Oh my gosh, congrats on your new job. Bye-bye. Yay for gainful employment. Bye, Zachary. Good luck. Don't get fired on the first day. I will use my imagination. Yeah, go for it. I am but the template for you to use your imagination on. You could put tags on me if you like. Jump scare. Don't you have a job? I feel like you have a job. I feel like I assume you have a job unless you tell me you don't have a job. And then I'm like, good luck. Yeah. It's like a lot of time. Can I throw you a random pitch? I don't play basketball. No, wait. That's baseball. Pitching is baseball. Oh, that's how well Guumi knows about sports. Union carpenter. Cool. I do like carpentry. Makes me feel good. In the doujinshi, there was no problem. Midori no Hibigai. Oh, in the doujinshi? Oh, I see. I didn't really read doujinshi back then. I remember there being a super weird and messed up one. It wasn't considered hentai despite the content. One scene do just the head and like I want to be born by you so you'll... Ew, no, no. Girls legs out of his head and pulls himself inside. Ew, no, ew. Story pitch? What do you mean by story pitch? I'm not a writer. I do wanna... Hi Ryan, hello, happy Wednesday, how are you doing? Ace of the Diamond. I feel like that's such a generic name. No, I don't know what that is. I'm okay. Good. Okay is such a generic word. Let me see. Oh, a baseball. No. The only sports manga / anime that I will ever consume is Prince of Tennis because I used to play tennis. And now that I'm in it, I can't get out. That's just how that works. Finally getting that fanfic writing stream? Maybe next week. Maybe the week after. I don't know. May is up in the air for me because it's my mom's birthday and also it's Mother's Day. You know how it's so weird that a mom's birthday and Mother's Day could be like so close together, and it's like that more than once because I think someone else's mother's birthday is also in middle of May, and I'm like, what the heck? People who are meant to be mothers are born mid-May. Isn't that the baseball equivalent of Prince of Tennis? Yeah, but I'm not gonna like cheat on my Prince of Tennis. It's not how that works. I want someone pitches an idea, basic premise, something like that. Yeah, but what am I gonna do with that premise? Can we give us a story pitch for your optimal hentai? Oh, I can't give you that. I actually don't know. I've never really thought about that because I'm like, I would just put all the tags I like in it. But all the tags I like don't make sense together. So it just depends on how I feel. And sometimes I'm like, I find you know, one of those multi-series works that are like, that jump from tag to tag, from scenario to scenario. And I'm like, oh, that's fun. Like, they cover all the tags that I like, but like, I don't want to just do that. I feel like, if I was going to be like optimal hentai, right? I'm gonna be like, I want to write something with a story, you know? And if there's an overarching story that I have to worry about, then I can't really worry about tags. I have to worry about story and character growth and development and all that good stuff. And then it's no longer a hentai. Then you just stay for the plot. You know, one of those. I feel judge was Guumi who asked for obscure manga. Yeah, but you don't have to like say the weird stuff. I'm just saying like, the good stuff. Don't give me weird. Give me like good. I think cave secured or something. Cured? Curiosity is rising. No care. Why are you curious? Don't be curious. After Hunter is loving vanilla. Ugh! That eats people, so just Bob's Burgers. You know what? I've never seen Bob's Burger. But, it sounds fun. It sounds funny. So I probably would like Bob's Burgers, but I just won't watch it. Just because. I don't have time to watch anything anyway. Oh yeah, by the way, Memorial Day weekend is coming up, and we do have movie night. Well, not movie night, just movie day. On Monday, Memorial Day Monday. And I still don't know what we're gonna watch. I don't watch movies, you know, so I don't know what I'm gonna watch. There's a lot of movies that I haven't watched before, so it's just a whole bunch of old movies that I could probably watch. Oh, don't be scared. He's still in my lap. Like the sex park hentai or the nude beach one, the adaptation of those manga piss me off. I really don't like modern hentai styles. I don't watch them. I actually don't, so I don't know what you're talking about. Ever watch Archer or Frisky Dingle? No! Why? I don't even know what those are. Entire Lord of the Ring trilogy, Director's Cut. Oh, I've already seen. No, I don't know if I've seen the Director's Cut. Hi, Topi! Welcome in! Hi! Hey there, beautiful! I'm not beautiful. Oh, thank you. Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How's your week going? I think I watched the normal Lord of the Rings trilogy. I don't think I've seen the Director's Cut. I just had one of those people, you know, the people who like talks during movies tell me, so in the Director's Cut, this would have happened between here and here, and this is what happens, and usually that's what they say these things, and then it is important because of this and this, but they cut it out of this version of the movie because of this, and I'm like, yeah, I watched the Lord of the Rings with one of those people. I work a 10 job on Monday. Ooh, that's a little bit stressful because I understand you have to learn some new stuff. But I hope you are okay. I hope you still okay. Money and stuff. Picture this: girl's lonely, outcast. She falls in love with nerd who helps her one day. Becomes as a boy. Will go to any lengths but goes mad from it. Discovers a scientist. Nerd does experiment that goes horribly wrong. Nerd slowly becomes genetic monster and teams up. Oh. I think I've heard that one before somewhere. Hope you're doing well and feeling better. You're a beautiful kid. What's going well? How is your I'm still feeling a little sicky. I was feeling worse after Saturday's stream, and then I was like feeling better near the end of the wedding, and then by the time I got home and like had a good night's sleep, I was feeling a lot better. But I'm back to where I started, like before Saturday. I'm back to where that point where like my nose is tickling, so I sneeze sometimes and I sniffle and I cough, but I don't feel bad. Like my chest doesn't feel bad. I don't feel my bronchioles anymore. I don't feel woozy, you know. I feel normal. Kill vibes to you. Thank you, Toby. Anime hentai style always separates burst too much. Rib visible. Vacuum mouth. Yeah. But let's not talk about hentai on a non-member stream, okay? This is a public stream. Let's cut that out. Let's cut that out. If you want to talk about the weird stuff, join membership. Tier 2 and above membership only streams, we talk about stuff like that. Sometimes. You should watch Lord of the Rings theatrical trilogy before director's cut stuff because there were changes in stuff that changed tone and suspense. Yeah, I think I watched the theatrical cut. No, I don't remember. Sick again, but you started it? No, I didn't. I just said manga, and like there's like this ecchi one that rides the border, but I was talking about ecchi. I don't even like ecchi that much anyways. I feel like, at least for me, you know, it's not made for me. Hey, Guumi, I couldn't make it to the Garfield racing because I got hit with a heavy case of hay fever. Oh, hay fever's an allergy, right? I never really know what it is. An allergy, right? But it's okay. I didn't win. but there's some funny banter that went on, you know. So you can watch the VOD for the banter, but otherwise. I wasn't able to read chat very much, so it's okay to watch the VOD because there was not much chat interaction. I'm not sick again. I'm actually better. I just got more sick right before we ended stream on Saturday. Have you read the Oath, My Sweet Alien? No, I didn't. I've read some obscure stuff, but I don't remember. Bremen! Oh my gosh, Bremen! I think that's a seinen. But I kind of like it. It's got like, it's an old style. It's about music. It's about like, this guy wants to be the god of rock, and he finds like band members. They make a band, and then they like, a lot of weird things happen. It's a little dated, sure, but like, it's cool. I really liked it. I read like twice. I feel bad because stream I had a very hard day to English well, so I barely got it. Yeah, no worries. I only read it after when we finished, and I did just chatting. My favorite seasonal form of allergic rhinitis. Oh, okay. What about Guardian Hairdo Yokohama? No. Steel Angel Kurumi. No. Oh, I'm forgetting. Change 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. This is an ecchi too. So there's like boobs, but it's fine. Where is my anime list? This one's so good. I've read it like 4 times. It's like this girl has like multiple identity disorder, and it's brought on by like her 3 dads, teaching her 3 completely different martial arts / fighting styles, and to cope with the hard training, she developed 3 separate identities to learn each different martial arts / fighting style, and they're all different slightly, and it's so cool. Like the guy, because there's like, of course it's a romance, right? Like the guy main character is like trying to deal with all 3 of the personalities plus the original like demure personality, and trying to get like everything to work out. Like, why is she having this separate personality? Saying try to heal her, and like meeting all 3 of the dads, and like there's like this whole like thing going on, and it's like really cool. I think I really like it. I should go back and read it. I don't have time to read it. I'm not even reading my own stuff. It's so good. Oh, my sweet alien is a cute slice of life sci-fi manga. Oh, okay. Oh gosh, Popo. Oh, my cat left. Then we get an anime, Magical Apocalypse. Oh, I know that one. I thought Magical Apocalypse had at least an OVA. Did they not? Is the day that we as a species will begin to question what exactly we do with our lives. That author, I'm so sad, right? Because Magical Girl Apocalypse, or Mahou Shoujo of the End, as some translators do, the premise is so good. Like, magical girls, like alien-looking magical girls, come out of the sky, and everyone that they kill with their magical wand turns into a magical girl zombie, and then like the world ends, and they all come back to life, and then they start killing the survivors and all that stuff, and you kind of find out what's happening. And like, it started so well. Like, even the middle with like the crazy chick, so well. Like the hospital part, so good. But then the author like branched off. Like there's different, the author wrote like many stories, and they did the Mahou Shoujo site. They did like the other spin-off of Mahou Shoujo of the End. And then they tried to combine the endings. Yeah, I just don't like those apocalypse mangas because the endings suck. They also don't know about the order and how to end them. Yeah, the author tried to merge all of their separate side pieces together, and it didn't go well. That sounds like a mess. Yes, it is. It was, and I'm so sad because it could have been good. The premise was set up so well. The characters where like some are really likable, some are hateable, and like you're supposed to hate them, right? Like the really good characters are the ones you hate on purpose. But yeah, it's all bad. Also, where did my ears go? There we go. For some reason, my ears disappeared. What the heck? It's like Gona Guy tried making Devilman Lady a sequel to Devilman. Oh, I've heard of Devilman. I never read it though. Yagahang is weird seinens about a place that wish you just shoot all the people. He finds annoying. Later, his hand transformed to a monster. That is weird. I've never heard of that one. Oh, speaking of another seinen, I was really on a seinen kick like late high school. So there's this one Akumetsu. I read this a couple times too. It was really good. Where's my anime list? It's weirdly political, but not in like a real way. But it was kind of. It's about like corruption, like political corruption, but it's like it's in a fun way. It's like it's kind of jokey, but there's gore. It's seinen and stuff. It's a little gory because the guy kills people, but I really like it. Oh yeah, the mask guy and his clones, that was so good. Yeah, I read that a couple times. It was really fun. I don't like the ending though. Well, I mean, what? How can you end it, right? Because political corruption is not something that you can like get rid of just by killing them. And so like it ends, and you just kind of have to hope that it gets better. There's nothing you can do about that. Have you heard the Day of Revolution? It's a sequel to Princess. I have not heard of either of those names. The creator of Sekai no Hate no Aimasho also made. Yep. I have not read any of those. I don't think so. Maybe I have, but I don't think so. I have a big idea of setting out would have 5 anime shows in it. Ideally, the first one that is released will appear to be separate until the middle of the last show they get released. Like a circle song, but anime. Hi Ruka, hello. We're talking about manga. Speaking of manga / anime with a good premise that didn't end well, Shinsekai Yori. It's not obscure, but it's so disappointing. Where's my anime list? You know what? Take off the manga because the anime is more popular. But yeah, I love Shinsekai Yori. You guys know Shinsekai Yori. People are upset with Chainsaw Man. I have not seen the end of Chainsaw Man. No. Here, Shinsekai Yori. In more mainstream, but Soul Eater is very funky too. I've only read the first chapter of Soul Eater, and not for me. Like, it was okay. It just didn't catch me, you know, in any form of the plot in the first chapter, so I didn't keep going. So yeah, Shinsekai Yori, the premise was good, right? The whole thing is like they have magic, and if they don't have magic, they get like yeeted somehow. And then it's like they're in the way future because like a whole apocalypse happened, all that other good stuff. I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's spoilery because it's so disappointing. But like the way they made that pig alien thingy-majig get just exposition dump the whole premise, the exposition history and all that stuff. They could have done that so much better. Like, they could have, you know the whole point of show don't tell? And they told and not showed. And it was such a, like, the whole thing was such a good premise, and they just didn't do anything with it. I'm sad. A stupid pig should have died. This Evangelion ending, I have never seen Evangelion. One of my college friends watched, like made me watch the first episode of Evangelion, I think. And it was so cringe. It was so bad. I couldn't do it. It was so bad. So yeah, I'm never going to watch Evangelion. You can't make me. And I heard that sure, like the later movies are more satisfying when it comes to plot, but I'm not about to waste that much time just to get to maybe good ending. I've only read some manhwa recently. I haven't read anything, so better than me. I remember that the princess is like as tortured to turn into a fighter or something. Which one are we talking about? I want to make my own version of Magical Apocalypse, superhero and aliens and allegory to developing societies. Sure, if you want to. Oh, that sounds interesting. You recommend the manga or anime? Which one? Which one are you talking about? Because the conversation moves fast. You have to keep in mind that if you don't put the subject in your chat, I have no idea what you're referring to. Shinsekai Yori? I like manga better. It really depends. I think the anime follows the manga pretty closely, so it's either or. But either way, it's so sad that they exposition dumped and then ended the whole series without doing anything with it, and I'm sad. Evangelion was an anime made by anime fans. Then the showrunner had an actual mental breakdown midway through and admitted it into the anime. Ooh. Okay. That sounds weird. That one with the princess is the one where people without magic are yeeted out. Oh! Shinsekai Yori, though, is the one where they know people without magic get yeeted out. But I'm sure there's other ones. Speaking of princesses, Princess Resurrection is good. It's another one of those harem ones, but the manga is actually good. You watch Elfenly? No, I have not. I've heard of it, though. I heard all the gore and the general premise. You know, because it's popular. I heard about it. Didn't get time, you know, to watch it by the point that I was out of anime for the most part. So once I'm out of anime and, you know, things get dated and I stop What are you doing, isekai? Someone completely rejects everything to do with isekais. I feel like that was one already. I feel like that's already been done. Yeah. There's so many isekais. I'm sure that's been done. I prefer the manga first because the anime can alter the story and spoil things poorly. I prefer to read then watch, which is why I read. Yeah, well, like, it's not always manga first because you want to read the original. So if it was manga first, you read the manga first. If it's anime first, then you watch the anime first. Like, for example, Madoka Magica is an anime original. You don't need to read the manga first. You just watch the anime. Darker Than Black is an anime original. I don't even think there is a manga. There's like manga spin-offs to Darker Than Black, but the anime, you watch the anime and then you do whatever you want with it. Do not re-watch Darker Than Black Season 2. It sucks. I refuse to acknowledge Darker Than Black Season 2 is a thing. Nope. I've only started that process for me. Bernhuder in the Darkness is an interesting one from the author of Elfenly. It's also about the girl with power and an evil organization that chased them is less gory. That might be interesting. I mean, a lot of manga premises are interesting. It's just, can they stick the landing? That's always the thing about mangas. Most of them don't stick the landing. Not even close. It just never ends. Like, the author just drops it, or they die, or, you know, lose funding, and then they have to cut it short. Elfenly anime is drastically different from the manga. Yeah, back in those days, back in the early 2000s, anime and manga versions are just drastically different nowadays. They do stick a little closer to the manga, the source material, but yeah. Back in the days. Heckin' Black Butler. I still cry. There's so many isekai. I've become a fan of all the trashy shows. Yeah, isekais are just fun, you know. I like the premise. Manga Evelyn, one of the few mangas that have been ending. I like, solid 9 out of 10 for me. How long is it? Let me how do you spell it? Lead manga. How long is it? 12 volumes. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah. I mean, maybe one day. Maybe one day, if I have time, I'll read it. One day. Elven Anime has an amazing intro? I guess so. One of those. I need to drink water. I've been talking too much. Usually I don't talk this much. I don't do a lot of just chatting streams. That's why like my voice is dying. Getting water. There is only one season of Darker and Black. You're so right, Ruka. You're so based. Gosh, I used to read Darker Than Black fan fiction. Because like, hey, and Ying are like the OTP, but like Hey and the cop lady is just so spicy. Like the whole dynamic of the Hey and the cop, I don't even remember her name. God, I love her personality. Their dynamic is just so funny. This Ugly or Beautiful World, my first actual anime was by a Magellan people. I saw the anime, didn't know there was a manga 2 years later, never got translated. Well, that's why you do fan translations. I don't know if it's legal for me to say that, but like, you know, back when scantilations were a thing, that's how I usually got my manga. The mangaka I like, but who didn't get to finish a manga, he died in an earthquake. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Sad. Me. Yay, I'm glad you like hearing my noises. Oh! Thank you so for 7 months of being a macroplastic. Welcome back to the macroplastics. Yum 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 yum. Get in my veins. Hi. That's some ghost stories. I never finished watching the dub. Like in Anime Club, we were showing the dub for a while, and then I stopped going. So I never really finished watching it. I heard it was stupid in a good way. But I don't know. I've never seen the original Ghost Stories. Because I've been discussing anime manga and I'm now miffed. Why? I don't really talk about anime manga very often. Because I don't watch that much anymore. It makes me sad, right? Like I used to go to anime cons quite often, and now anime cons are shifting over to gacha games and Vtubers, and I'm sitting there going like, oh, the merch don't appeal to me anymore. The Ugly and Beautiful never got fan translated either. Oh no! Oh my gosh, that's so obscure then. Maybe you should try fan translating it. The original Ghost Story is terrible, that's why the dub crew was told to just ad-lib. Oh, I see. Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah. Ooh. I had a list. I don't know. I don't think I have it anymore, but I used to have a list. Like a my document list of all the manga I've ever read. Because I like to keep a list. Back when, you know, one manga was a thing. And I just bookmarked them. I just find a new manga. I read through the whole thing until it's like I'm caught up to date to the updates. And then I have to wait for the updates, obviously. It's either once a week, every other week, or once a month, or like they're on hiatus for some reason. And I find another manga. And then I read through the whole thing, blah, 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 until it's, up to date. And then I just keep repeating. And so, I ended up with like a whole list, several pages of stuff that I'm catching up to. Hi, Baba! Work internet then you. I'm so sorry if your internet's not working. Sometimes internet be poo-poo. But welcome in, Baba. Jellyfish very cute. Thank you, Topi. Thank you, Topi. Go back to obscure manga. Onani Master had me hooked with the psychological of the premise of the good character grow, all hidden under a weird synopsis. Ooh. That sounds fun. Onani Master? Let me look it up. I feel sad sometimes when... Ooh, nice art. When we talk about stuff like this because I know I'm not gonna have time. And I know I'm not gonna have time to really delve into the stuff you guys are talking about. Makes me sad. Only 31 chapters? That's pretty cool. That could be like a 2 days read if I lock in. But I never have time. Yes, I see it. I found it on my anime list. I never had I had my anime list, but I never updated it, so there's no point in me, you know. I use manga decks to keep record of the mangas I read and I'm reading. Oh, I see. Because I didn't know, you know. I started reading from physical volumes, and then I went to one manga, and then I never really knew any of the indexing sites until much later. And then by that point, what's the point of, like, you know, backlogging and updating, you know? Might not be able to stay. YouTube keeps pausing every 5 seconds and getting a second to delay. Oh yeah, that's happened to me before. I have no idea why. It has nothing to do with the streamer too, because I have 0 drop frames, but it has happened to me on YouTube side. So yeah, I don't know. It was like that for me on Wi-Fi and on phone data. So I'm so sorry, Baba. YouTube just hates you. I don't like you say I started there. Really uncreative, played out. I have no sticks except for the one I recommend, JK. I mean, I like Overlord. And I'm okay with no stakes. Sometimes you just want something like feel good, you know? You don't have to get anything with stakes. I don't need stakes. My steaks are juicy in real life. We gotta go get this? Okay. Have fun. Have fun with your bachata. Oh. I muted just in time for my burp. Yippee. What do you think in a reincarnation a manga? Like if my wife becomes an elementary school student? I've never heard of that one, so I don't know. I took down a Snorfinage once, and it still talked about a Vinny's dinner table. I don't know what that means. Steaks? No. Fish? Yes. I am like. I mean, you could get a swordfish steak, and that's a fish and a steak. Not just steak, there's not really much to get invested, especially when you get the big standards and uninteresting characters. That's true. That's why Overlord is so good, because all the characters are interesting. And they're evil! Mwahahaha! And I relate to that. No reason. Bye for now, bye! How do you take away the burpee sounds? Haha! I'm getting better at taking burpees away from you. Drink water. Because when I drink water, I get a little burpee. Involved in a heist. Doing things on a random person's house. Somehow end up rescuing the PS who was kidnapped. Don't admit crimes in real life, and if it's not real life, then good manga. Lobster's not the best, but I prefer some nice salmon or monkfish. Deep sea fish. I've had monkfish before, but I don't remember what it tastes like. So it's basically like I haven't had monkfish before. But salmon's good. I do like salmon. Salmon's actually my favorite fish. Because it's oily fish, and it's flaky, and it's yummy. I like it both raw, and I like it cooked, and I like it in every seasoning. I like it. I make it a lot. It's a little expensive. I was complaining last stream. Was it last stream or last stream? Where I was complaining that everything is now more expensive. So I have to like readjust my internal budgeting clock so that I can afford food again. Because the last time I went to a grocery store, last week, I was like, sure, these things are on sale, but they're on sale for the normal price that they used to be at. So I can't, like, everything is more expensive than I want to pay for it. So I ended up not buying too much, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have enough food for the week, so that's why I went to go to the farmer's market and splurged. But yeah, I need to readjust my internal cost measurements in order to afford salmon again. Otherwise, I won't be able to eat salmon anymore, and I'll be sad. I watched a bear drink its own pee before it used a time sphere to break a time loop. I think you're hallucinating. Don't walk towards the light. Even a healthy amount of fat is good for making pseudo sushi. Like avocado. I like avocado. Avocado. People say that avocado is like too much calorie, but I can eat an avocado like a fruit. Just like cut it open, scoop it with a spoon, eat it, nom nom nom. Don't even need to add salt. Sounds like an isekai. Hold on, I need a burp. That burp came from very deep within. Oh my gosh. It was like one layer of burp up, and then another layer of burp out the mouth. Oof, oof, oof. You take your meds, we disappeared. And walk towards the light. Well, no. You should take just enough meds that you're not hallucinating, but you don't take all your meds, because then I would disappear. I want to hear your burps too bad. I'm so good. I'm so good. I need to cook. I'm so sad that my pressure cooker is not working. Maybe I'll have to like make chicken broth on the stove like a normal person. Sad. Accidentally tricked the manager into saying a funny thing while wearing a lobster shell. Hee hee. Hee hee. It's been a while actually since I've used the chibi model. I bet you guys missed the lobster onesie, huh? But I just keep forgetting, you know? I keep forgetting to pull out the chibi model. So sushi, what happens if you make a sushi with something other than fish? Oh, I mean, imitation crab is still fish. It's just like whitefish with cornstarch. So that's still fish. Something that's not fish. Cucumbers? Avocado? Cream cheese? I don't like cream cheese in my sushi. The first time I had cream cheese in my sushi, it was bad. Philadelphia roll at a mall kiosk. Ugh. I don't really like cream cheese. I prefer to eat cream cheese by the packet, you know, just squeeze it in my mouth, nom 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 nom, then eat it with sushi. I feel like the sushi vinegar doesn't work with cream cheese. Yeah. I'm the giant chicken fight, the world's smallest boxer, and I'm getting cancelled by Mr. Beast. Oh, speaking of Mr. Beast, did you guys see? Oh, you guys probably don't have Twitter, so you didn't see the Mr. Beast thing. Mr. Beast made a Twitter post with a poll that was like, red button or blue button, something or other, and it's like, what was the premise? Okay, listen up. Let's listen up at the premise, okay? Everyone on Earth takes a private vote by pressing a red or blue button. If more than 50% of people press the blue button, everyone survives. If less than 50% of people press the blue button, only the people who press the red button survive. Which button would you press? Be honest. I'll copy and paste it for you guys. Oh, I can't. It won't fit. It will not fit. I rushed at the shrimp. Rashata the shrimp. Thank you for 7 months on Macroplex. Hello. Everyone press the red. That's what I'm saying. Is there a button to eat Guumi? No, there isn't. I'm trying to make it so it fit in a YouTube comment. Red or blue button? Maybe this. Yeah, there we go. But welcome. Oh, it's not gonna fit. I'm trying to. There we go. That fits. There we go. I run to the emergency boat first while everyone. No. It's mandatory. You have to. You have to. So, see, that's what I'm saying too. Like, 100% of the time, if you press the red button, you'll survive, and there's no death. Blue is you have to depend on the altruism of everyone else to survive. So there's 0 consequences in hitting the red button, and kind of a consequence if you hit the blue button. But like, the argument is, if you press the red button and more people press the red button, then all the people who press the blue button will die, and so it's blood on your hands. And I'm like, the blue button people are stupid. They put their own fate in the hands of other people that you don't know. So I think they deserve it. That's not true though. But the vote did come out to blue is over 50%, so everyone survived. It's not even the prisoner's dilemma. It's just about being like, it's just like, are you more or less worried about having someone else's life on your hands? But what? Who cares? There's blood on your hands all the time. A good way would be that if you're like, you get an eco-friendly boat for boat. What does that mean? Red makes sense if someone presses that, no one dies. That's what I'm saying. But the thing is, like, their argument's like, oh, if just one person presses the blue button, then you'll be responsible for killing that person. And I'm like, then why did you press the blue button? I mean, blue, not bow. I still don't know what you're talking about. Maybe want to rewrite that one. So yeah, I'm kind of the you guys know, right? I'm kind of the anxious type. I can't really depend on other people to... As much as possible, I like to be self-sufficient. So I can't depend on other people for my survival. Like, the greater population, yes, I depend on the stock market for my retirement, my eventual retirement, and that's like, you know, the greater nations. But I just try not to depend on the microcosms, right? Like, I don't want to live with my parents because then I depend on my parents for living expenses, and I get used to not being independent, and then I'm at the whim of my parents. I don't want to depend on a significant other for income. Even though I say all the time in chat that I want to be the princess, the spoiled princess that everyone takes care of, that I want to not work, I want to stay home, and then you just like give me money so I can spend it. And but like in real life, I'm too anxious for that. I need to have my own money so I can have my own exit plan. If any individual single person betrays me, I have to have an exit plan. And that's why I need to always have my own job. I have to make enough money to be able to live off on my own, even without a partner. And I need to be able to know how to cook. I need to know how to clean. I don't clean, but I need to know how to clean. And I need to know how to drive so I could get out of places. I need to have a car, so I need to get out of places, get out of Dodge as soon as anything turns south. And I need to be able to work. So my resume has to be always updated. If I get fired at any moment, I can find a new job. Anyone who has a giant gap in their resume and are not used to working anymore, they run the risk of not being able to be employed right away when you are when you need the money. And so I'm always completely anxious. If you don't clean, you get roaches. I have a Roomba. The Roomba is kind of stupid because it's an older model and it keeps like needing to remap, but you know, it cleans. I want to believe even to end me. Either case, I see it as an absolute win. Oh, I mean, if you click blue, you survived. My face, I'm only acting submissive like a doormat to everyone because I want people to act like that towards me. That's not how that works. When it comes to sub versus dom, you need to act the opposite. It's like putting your oxygen mask on first before prepare for life. Exactly. You got to see. That's why I always in chat want to make sure you guys are well prepared for life, right? Whatever life throws at you. I understand right now it's really difficult because just the world economy and all that weird stuff happening right now, but like try your best. You know, there's always going to be someone with the short end of the stick, no matter what, right? Different countries have different percentages of people with the lower class, but there's always going to be a lower class. So the only thing you can do is personally prepare yourself not to be in that lower class. It's a personal thing at that point because there's always going to be someone unfortunate. I make some fan art of you, the windbreaker elf, specifically working an office job. Also, in reference to this comment, I'm considering the parent of someone following me, so 3 weapon on person. Yeah. One thing that I don't really know is like I can't really defend myself if someone is going at me. So I don't have time for martial arts. I know how to brawl though with my like claws. I could fight. I could fight maybe. Not with a gun. I could do claw to claw combat. Maybe like hit him in the balls. Maybe. So yeah. You would get a Roomba for your phone like the one in the Snoot game. Snoot game? Never heard of it. A gun? I do want a gun license eventually. But you know, it's kind of hard. It's good. Like, nope, no politics. I have to follow my own rules, chat. But eventually I do want a gun license. My fans where I'm still expecting life to do me like Robocop, the comedian, another guy who brutally dissects him in the movie. You can't expect life to give you anything. If you want something to happen, you have to do it yourself. Sometimes you can wait. Sometimes. But like, something like that, do it yourself. If you live in an area that's historically for natural disasters, means you have to prepare in case that happens again. Exactly. Which is kind of bad me. I don't have renter's insurance. I should get renter's insurance. It's not even expensive. And no guns have a dagger, mini bulletproof shield, a garrote? What's a garrote? Or garrote? That can cut watermelon in a very little effort. I have a crossbow with some bolts. I have some swords. Life owes you nothing, you earn your keeps. Exactly. Ruka knows. Ruka knows. Doesn't gonna tell me that I need to seek out my old dramatic fantastic demise that will be the headline screamer for weeks. That's like, I'm just saying, if you want something bad enough, go for it. So if you want something and you don't go for it, it just shows to yourself that you didn't want it enough. And so what's the point of wasting brain power on it, you know? And a cutlass. Protected under the Second Amendment. Is a sword protected by the Second Amendment? Right to bear arms. It gotta be, right? A sword? Back in the Founding Father days, they had swords. That's considered arms, right? Meanwhile, use homemade ninja weapons. Yes? Oh, okay, good. I don't know. I just knew the Constitution long enough to get citizenship. The first 10, right, is the Bill of Rights. I think I remembered that for the citizenship test, and then I completely forgot. I didn't need that anymore. But yeah. I mostly want a gun for hunting purposes because I've said multiple times on the stream that I want to hunt my own food. Hunt and fish for my own food and all that stuff. Oh, Martha! Hello! Hi, Raiders! Hi. BRB got a data explained. If I survive, tell that one girl I knew. I don't know who the girl you know. And voice actor, I'm gay for him. I don't know that person either. Welcome, Raiders. If you can own a ship cannon, a sword should be allowed. You can own a ship cannon? Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Guumi Jellyfish Vtuber. Ignore the ears are fake. I'm a variety streamer. I do all sorts of stuff, but right now we're just chatting because I just came back from a wedding trip. Not my wedding. One of my acquaintances' weddings. And I just came back, so I wanted to make sure that you guys are still alive, you know? The ears are real for me. What are you talking about? What ears? What are you talking about? You can privately own a tank? Oh. What's the point of privately owning something? I don't think so. Of course, why would you defend your ship? I don't have a ship. I heard that owning a boat is like so high maintenance that it's not worth owning a boat. Okay, I'm back because I ran into a small problem. Don't have zilch about brain surgery. Well, start. YouTube Academy is free. I'm sure there is YouTube lectures for free on YouTube talking about brain surgery 101. Anyway, I don't have ears. Ears don't exist. You're crazy. Anyway. My little cat collar is all weird. It's all wonky. It disappears sometimes. I know a guy who lived in a boat and out of a house. Yes, I do hear about that sometimes. And it's a lot of maintenance. It's a bad return on investment because it's a depreciating asset instead of a house, you know. Love you, silly trasher. I hope you're having a good stream. Yes, what did you do, Marza? Oh, we're having a great stream. Just talking, just yapping. We were talking about anime and now we're talking about guns. Yeah, you will never get back the money you put into a boat. Yeah, exactly. So, the only reason I want to own a boat is because, you know, I want to hunt my own lobsters. That's too expensive. I love me some Yab. It was karaoke night over in the Meow Meow Land. Oh my gosh! I love your singing. Everyone should go check out Martha. Let me link you because the mods are having trouble with their internet today. Love, you're too kind. No, I heckin' love your singing. Get loved, punk. Boat is impossible expensive to insure after 40 years as well. Yeah. That's why I want to help. Yeah. My parents was like, actually, both sides are like, we can afford to help you buy a home. And I'm like, it's not about the down payment, okay? It's about the monthly payments. I can't afford the monthly payments for a home. Down payment is less of an, I mean, it is still an issue. I don't have enough saved for a down payment on a home either, but like, that's less of an issue than the monthly payment for a house, man. Who should have talked about manga to guns? Probably me, because I was saying that I want to eventually have a gun. But no, it might have been someone else. I don't remember. Okay, so some portion of a message is getting censored out, but I also was carrying a deck of cards that I can throw with enough force to bruise and cut, so that's my final weapon. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Like, I've seen a YouTube video of someone like throwing a card, like to cut vegetables and stuff. Yeah, I've seen those. I don't know what it is. Right, such a mood, yeah. Oh man, please. I just want a house. But then again, like, home ownership is really like annoying because you can't just call the landlord to get the maintenance to fix stuff. You have to do it all yourself. Sorry, that was me, T. So like, you get it's the back and forth of like, oh sure, it's a appreciating asset. You could do whatever you want. You could paint the walls however you want, put whatever you want, decoration, drill in the walls, whatever. But at the same time, no one can help you when your toilet's clogged and you need to get a snake from Home Depot to snake the drain yourself. Ooh woo. My parents did that once because my parents, for some reason, their property is their pipes underground is like really prone to roots for some reason. There are a lot of roots that grow into the pipe, so it's always clogged somehow. Like the kitchen sink is always a little bit clogged, and then the bathroom sometimes gets clogged, and it's really annoying. So they get a snake once in a while to get it drained. Family housing? What does that mean? Do I have to house my family? Or am I living with my family? Because that was the whole point of an earlier conversation, that I don't want to live with my family. That's too much. Also, I don't know where I'm actually gonna confess without getting 360 no scoped by the man. Yeah, do not confess anything on my stream. I will ban you for horrible offenses to mankind. If you commit crimes, do not confess them on stream. And if it's a joke, make sure to say /joke. There's small for everything when you own a house, which is the expensive part. Exactly. So, not only do I have to worry about, like, even if I'm paying this much a month now for rent, I have to worry about, like, even if I'm paying the same amount for mortgage, I have to put extra money aside for, you know, when the HVAC goes bad, when you find mold in the attic, when you find, flooding in the crawl space, or if you find mice, you know, that kind of stuff. Hi, Autophobic, hello! And Kitty Cat Destroyer, your other name. Yes, hello. Happy Wednesday! Capitor, are you in Penang? Capitor. And again, I just run into Capitor and start confessing to everything. I mean, if you confess to things, then they keep you in a jail cell, and then they'll take away your phone and your internet, and then you won't be able to watch any streams. I committed no crimes as a joke. And I have to make sure I can unredact all the files, and who knows how long that takes. I mean, if you're the one doing the bad stuff, then you don't have to unredact anything. The detectives unredact everything for you. You're just in jail. You won't be able to watch any streams. You won't be able to watch VTubers. Oh, I'm so dry. I'm so dry. Anyways, enough talk about this weird... No crime. We're not talking about crimes anymore, okay? No more crimes. You can't talk about crimes. I should put that in the rules. Don't talk about crimes. Fun fact, in Penang, the Hunger Games country, I've never seen or read Hunger Games. I will never go to a VTuber streams to watch. Exactly. Guumi is crime. No. No Guumi is crime. Homosexuality is allowed as 50th Hunger Game. They made that canon? What's the point? What's the point of saying that? Ugh. Even after I drink water, I still feel really dry. I don't know why. Oh, my head. I'm fine. This is fine. It's just a little warm. I'm still worried about my pressure cooker. My pressure cooker is me. You know what's a crime? My pressure cooker stop working. I want my broth. I want my chicken broth. Maybe I could just get it to like saute and boil instead of pressurizing. Chicken. I bought 2 whole chickens from Costco, and so I want to eat them. I love Costco chicken. Okay, so I'm moving on her stance that she won't even take the time to think about the implications of everything she missed. Why? I don't have time to think about anything. That's the thing about streaming, you know? The chat just moves on, and I move on, and I gotta think about other stuff because I'm still worried about my pressure cooker. Are you hungry? Human tend to mix the hunger and thirst. No. I'm not thirsty. It's because I'm talking so much and just chatting stream. You know, I don't have time to be quiet to play a game or to draw or anything. I'm just yap, non-stop yapping. I'm either reading you guys in the chat or I'm talking about whatever I want to talk about, and no stopping. And you know, when you keep talking for over an hour, your throat feels a little dry, your phlegm, because I'm sick, you know, I'm a little sick. The phlegm kept dripping down from my nostrils, and then the saliva is getting unsalivated because it's, you know, getting dry and all that sort of stuff. I'm not hungry. I had some pizza. I had some pizza and I have a bag of chips next to me that I haven't eaten because, you know, I don't want to crunch on stream. It's not an ASMR chip eating stream. It's a yapping stream. It's different. So I can't eat my chips until I'm done. But then if I'm done talking, then that means it's time to go back to the kitchen and try to salvage my chicken breath. So I don't have time to eat my chips. The dilemma. Am I doing phone toxins in your single cell? Yep. Nope. Hi, Nicole. Checking. Welcome. It's hard for me to do more than one subject. That's why I'm very bad at just chatting streams. Not so sure I wanted to find that guy to finally end corruption by becoming him, and somehow you say so a very bad guy to watch stream Raffle. No, that's not it. There is no such thing as dead guy that's very bad because he's already dead. That's my stance on it. If he's dead, then he's not bad anymore. He's an object. D&D rules. A dead thing is an object. I have a question. What does it sound like when you click your tongue? Like that. Wubba. Guumi is bad for talking streams. Why so? What? I'm not bad for it. I'm bad at it. Because, you know, that's a lot of talking. I'm just really bad at keeping a topic, because sometimes I'll think of a topic as something that I want to say and something I want to talk about, and then like I get distracted, and then I should end up thinking about something else, and then like sometimes I'm in the middle of a topic, and then I get distracted, and then I completely stop talking, and then I go to another subject. And so like, are you guys even following? Or is there something to follow? My brain won't stop talking, please help me. Oh, that's me though. I can't help you because my brain also do that. Fun fact, I'm technically a zombie. That's not true because otherwise I would have to report you or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't want the zombie apocalypse to happen because I like to have society. Society helps me. So if you're gonna end society, don't. Why not? It's okay. We have enough trouble just talking normally anyway, isn't it? You know, I am kind of shy in real life. On a normal given day, unless someone asks me something at work, I'm completely nonverbal. So, I don't get a lot of practice with my vocal cords outside of stream. Are we following? Yes. Is there something to follow? Wow. That explains it. There's no Wi-Fi in the zombie apocalypse. Exactly. You can't watch VTubers during a zombie apocalypse. Even the zombie VTubers will not be a thing. Because it's just roleplay. That was a big burp. I forgot what I was talking about. What? I forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Before the zombies. Ah! Mantimus! Hi! Ultra Deluxe back library raid. Hello, Mantimus! Hi, Rook back. Welcome back, Rooka. Hi, Delinks. Hi, Shy Siren. Hello, and welcome, Raiders. Hello. We're done a just chatting stream. I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. Hi, Twin Opinion. Welcome. Let me explain. I drowned when I was 3 dead. I was resuscitated, and now here I am, undead, autistic, and schizophrenic. No, resuscitation doesn't make you a zombie. That's not how that works. I think zombies, you have to actually be dead. When you're resuscitated, that means your heart's still beating, your brain's still functioning, and therefore you're not a zombie. I refuse your assumptions. No. The raid joins the first time they get is before the zombies. like in a just chatting stream, I don't really have an idea what I'm talking about, and I just completely forgot what I was trying to say, and then they brought up zombies, and so I'm like, what are we talking about? Anyway, for those who don't know, my name is Guumi Jellyfish Vtuber. I'm just a silly little goober. I do whatever I want. I play games, I sing, I talk, I art. I made my own model because I'm poor. Hello. Let me link my teamies. I cannot spell. How zombie apocalypse sucks because no one games Wi-Fi or anime girl. I mean, before what I was saying on the that part, because we all know, right? Well, if the zombie apocalypse happened, then there's no VTubers and there's no internet, there's no games. I mean, you can't have offline games, but then like you'll have to find more batteries. Hi, Jintai, welcome. How are you? And before zombies, yeah, exactly. And Guumi says the pressure cooker and chicken problems. That's true. That's what I was. My brain has been like, oh, we're talking about random topics, and I go back to my pressure cooker. For those who just rated in and who still weren't here in the beginning, I was trying to make chicken broth with my pressure cooker, and my pressure cooker refuses to pressurize. It made a beeping noise, and so I don't have any chicken broth right now, and I'm really worried because I want my chicken broth. Oh, and I'm worried because that Instapot has been with me for like 6+ years. Hi, Conway, welcome. Down in society with zombie apocalypse, don't confess your crimes on stream. Exactly, those are the rules I need. I need to add to my Guumi Jelly rules. Don't confess your crimes. Don't start the zombie apocalypse, or any apocalypse for that matter. It doesn't have to be zombie. It could be like nuclear apocalypse. It could be some kind of like government anarchy apocalypse. Or any kind of plague. No apocalypse. None of them. I like society, thank you. I know that the joke is like, we live in a society. But at the end of the day, like, I benefit a lot from society, please. Nobody remind her from what? Oh, it's the rubber? It's actually, the little piece, silver piece that pushes up when it seals, but the silver piece is sideways. It's a little bit diagonal, so it's like leaking. It's leaking pressure. So I don't know. Oh, the valve, yeah. Not the black thing next to it. It's a little tiny silver piece that's skewed. I can only follow one of these rules. Which rule, Conway? I have to cancel my Tuesday plans. I'm joking. Yeah, you better be joking. I won't start an apocalypse. I will finish an apocalypse. Everyone else starts it. Well, I mean, if you like prevent the apocalypse, is that the same thing as finishing? Because then you'll save the world, right? If you are gonna be a world saver, spare one available to buy. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth buying a part when you could just buy a new one, but I've had that Instapot for a really long time. 4 years to be exact. A little more than 4 years now. Quick start the Guumi appreciation apocalypse? I mean, if I was an alpaca VTuber, that would be a thing, but no. Alpacas are chill, yeah. Well, I heard that alpacas are kind of spunky. Like, they will, like, bite you and stuff. And kick you if they don't like you. That's what I heard. Also, legally own 26 souls. I don't think it's you can able legally to own souls anyway. Unless it's, like, in D&D. Or in Minecraft. I don't know if there's souls in Minecraft. Anyone tell me if those prize box things are worth it? Prize box? I don't know. Oh, prize box. No, never. They're very spiteful? Yeah, that's what I heard. Alpacas are kind of spunky. What? Am I wrong? I feel like they got a mood. Same with llamas, you know? And emus. Emus and ostriches. Have you ever heard about, emus? or ostriches, they like humans. They like humans more than their counterpart for mating. So if you want to get them to mate, you have to like leave them alone for a really long time because they really like humans. So they'll try to mount you. Like ostriches and emos and stuff. That's what I heard, at least. I think it was ostriches. I don't remember if it was ostriches or emos, but that's what I heard. Emos are powerful? Yes. It was still Australia's the forces. I remember, yeah, the Great Emu Wars, and they lost. Oh my god. That's all one of the reasons I want to go to Australia, is because I want to eat kangaroos and I want to eat emus. I want to eat the thing. You know, the most ecologically, environmentally friendly thing to eat are invasive species. So technically, the best, if you want to eat something, you just go to a place where that thing is invasive and then you eat it there. When pegging started to have a musky atmosphere. Pegging? Who said anything about pegging, ayo? Someone wants to eat the dodo? No, there's no place where the dodo is invasive. But I wonder what it tastes like. Anyone tried having a dodo? You would go to jail, but... Somebody stumbles her way through the words ecological. Shut up! It has more than 2 syllables. I'm having a time. I did it though. You should be nice to me and you should applaud me because I actually did it at the end. It was a stumble, but I did it. Humans are invasive. Can we eat them? That's what I'm saying. But apparently, it's not moral. And also, there's a problem with prions. You gotta be worried about prions. I've had a kangaroo. Is it good? What does it taste like? Yeah, thank you for the applause. Yes, patch. Thank you. Then you head into the snuggle time and you get your pet set to join the wrestling match. No, sometimes wrestling is fun. My pet's small, so it's not a problem. Oh, speaking of my pet, hi Popo. You heard us talking. Someone says like pork. I know. Long pig, as they say. That's gonna be sounding like a child learning to read. Yummy. I'm ESL, okay? English is not my first language, so don't be racist. That's not the right word. There's another word. I don't know it. Because I'm ESL. See? Get it? That. Cook a hen and cook an ostrich? Maybe? Yeah, baby. Oh, Popo's on my lap again. He jumped on my lap. That's my excuse for everything. I'm ESL. So you can't make fun of me for stumbling over English word. Ostrich is good. Really? What do they taste like? Do they taste like duck? No, they're really big though. Maybe they taste more like turkey. If I make a moderate, rig it to a cat, but I send it to you. I don't know if you can rig it to a cat because all the tracking softwares are based on human faces, so I don't know if that'll work. Because like a base cat model already exists in VTube Studio. It comes with the software, so I just don't know if you can track a cat face like duck, but gamier. Man, I want to try it so bad. I was looking up exotic meats online, and they're so expensive. Like hundreds of dollars a pound. Maybe like $30 to $50 or $100 a pound for like really exotic meats. I saw frozen kangaroo steak for dogs at the pet store. Oh, dogs! I feel like trying it if it tastes like pork. I don't think kangaroos taste like pork because kangaroos are really lean, and most will probably taste like rabbits, right? Let me say she's hungry. I'm stuck here seeing the Viet ramen every minute. It's not every minute. It's every like 20 seconds. Every 15 seconds. But hey, viteramen.com. Use code Guumi for 10% off your entire order. They have a new Girl DM has a new black kitchen knife that's on pre-order. You might be able to use my code for that. Ooh, woo. I want Beijing Kaoya. Oh my god. Beijing Peking duck is so good. But it's like impossible to make at home. I break the model to a stick bug, I can do a cat. To a stick bug? I mean, I don't know what kind of model you're rigging then. I mean, if you want, you'll have to post it on Discord. Exclamation mark Discord if you want to join my Discord. Yeah, we have fun there. Exotic mushrooms. Exotic mushrooms are also expensive. I told you guys about, like, last week I told you guys that I went to farmer's market and I got a lion's mane mushroom and it made my tummy hurt. But it was good though. I like mushrooms. For not being your first language, you speak English as effective as any native speaker in my name is. Yay! I've been here for a while. I've been in America for a while, and I came at a young age. So, it's just like, the ESL brain is kind of permanent. Even if I've been here for most of my life at this point, there are certain things that just won't go away. And it's just so hard. My reading is really slow compared to most people, and like learning new words and stuff, it's just a little bit harder. And reading comprehension was one of my worst subjects on the SAT. Like, no matter what I did. My parents spent a lot of money to do SAT prep classes and cram schools and all that stuff, and it did not help. Not a single bit. Maybe I got like 10 extra points on reading comprehension before and after the fact, but it wasn't worth the money. My question is if I could send it to you so you could use it on Popo, but depends on what software is used for tracking. I might not have the software. So, and is it a camera thing? Is it a IMU thing? Like, what is the tracking hardware and software? That's what I'm curious about. Oh yeah. C'est parfait, you can expect it in 3 years' time. Oh my gosh. I hope I'm still streaming in 3 years, but we never know. You still operate reality in your mother tongue when you're immersed. No, I do not. I try. I don't anymore. I do not think in Chinese anymore. Popo don't even go out. That's true. He's an indoor cat. He's a very, very spoiled indoor cat. I made my tracking stuff. Well, you'll have to send it to me then, and you don't know where I am. Extremely subpar. Oh, that's no good. Your English is better than mine, I tend to speak. Like this kind of weird patterns of speech. I mean, that might just be a personality thing. I don't know. I also have a weird accent. Some people think that I sound American, you know, and that's fine. That's fine. But like, some people, especially people who are like also ESL, they will hear my voice and be like, yeah, you sound some type of Asian. You sound Chinese. You still have that accent in you at the back end. And I'm like, what? I've been here forever. I sound like an American. American? No, you don't? No, I don't what? I grew up speaking English, me language good, yeah. Some people are like, oh, I grew up with English and I still don't speak as good as you. And I'm like, that's not true. That can't be true. You sound like a gooms. I am a gooms. It is me. I am me. There's a specific ABG tone that's easy to catch. Yeah, sometimes. Like, there's some people that I really can't catch. Like Prim, for example. Some of you guys know Prim. Prim Rosarin. She's Asian. But she has, for me at least, she has no sign of Asian in her speaking tone. And in my opinion, I don't really have an Asian speaking tone sometimes. That's really soft in her. Yeah. See, you know. The people who grow up here, you know, with a more heavy American accent. Yep. Oh, Popo, you're gonna fall off. Don't be so... My cat's on my lap, and he's really relaxed. But the thing is, my lap is kind of small, and so he's about to fall off because he's so relaxed. Perfect to hug and yeet. What? No, it isn't. Also, I'm technically ASL as American Sign Language second language. I can't do American Sign Language. I have no idea. I can't learn. I'm so bad at learning languages. I think it's you know, just like the way your brain works. I'm just natural. Ow, ow, I hit my finger on the desk. Ow, why did I do that? Ow. Anyways, I think it's just a mental thing and the way I think that I can't learn languages easily. No, Popo Gooms is perfect to hug and eat. No, not me. You know, even if the camera on a YouTube studio does not track my hands, I'm still gesticulating. So even if you're not seeing, I am moving my hands. Just imagine like this Asian lady like just gesticulating at you. Use your imagination. Fingers work tool, yeah. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, learning new languages. So in high school, we had to take a second language. Like most people have to take a second language. I took, in my particular high school, we had two choices. We had Spanish or French. And so you take a semester of Spanish and you take a semester of French just to see which one you like better. And then you choose to continue for the next 3 years on either of the languages. And so I picked Spanish because I can't spell French. And I was so bad at French because every single test I would get it wrong because I can't spell it. Because it's not phonetic. It's like they go like and it's like AOIX or something. And I'm like, what the heck? That's not how you pronounce AOIX. So I had to pick Spanish, even though technically French conjugations was easier than Spanish conjugations, and I'm so bad at conjugations, but to not be able to, you know, spell, and I would get every single question wrong because I can't spell. It's a I can't do it. And so I took Spanish. So I took 2.5 to 3 years of Spanish. I did not learn a single thing. Can't do it. Picture very fast hand motions. Yeah, exactly. But it's the same on the phone. People motion when they're talking to people they don't see in anything. Yeah, exactly. You understand. Imagination. Popo's still on your lap. Yes, he is still on my lap. He's purring really loudly. He has one of his paws in my hand, like kind of hold my hand kind of deal. And then he's like sleepy, a little sleepy. You naturally say ow, or do you have a different pain sound? Because I say ta. I think I do say ow. Yeah. I thought French was just English is a Maurice Chevalier accent. I don't even know what that is. So yeah. Anyways, I took like 2.5 years of Spanish, I think. Or was it 3? No, I think it was 2.5 years because that's all I required. It was like 2 more years after the first semester. Didn't learn anything, not really. I learned more Spanish ordering tacos at a taco stand. It's like, those tacos, por favor. Con cebolla. Sí, con salsa. Más o menos. And then, in college, I took 2.5 years of Japanese because, you know, weeb. I'm a weeb. I need to know my Japanese in order to watch my animes and go to Japan because I'm a weeb. And I remembered a little bit more, but still, like, knowing Chinese was so good for kanji. So like I had an advantage in kanji because everyone else is like, kanji is hard, but I knew baby Chinese, so I know at least the first year of kanji. So, and then once I got to Keigo, I think I stopped at Keigo because it was so confusing. It was so confusing, and I still don't remember much Japanese. It's mostly still from anime. If you haven't seen the show Friends, you should look up the scene during trying to learn French. It's amazing. No, I have not seen Friends. I've seen clips on YouTube Shorts. But I don't know. I don't really find it funny. I'm planning on taking the seal of biliteracy in German in 2 years. Ooh. Germany. German sounds angry. I'll be offended if you hadn't such a good taste of tacos. Huh. Tacos de lengua y tacos de cabeza. My favorite. I'm trying to learn. Like, I understand more conversational Spanish than I can speak, just because, you know, I hear them talking more. Yeah, I do like... I love tacos so much. My school doesn't even offer German? Yeah, mine doesn't either. At least Goom gets the radicals. Do I? Do I get any radical? And of course there's Chinese, right? Like, my parents, like, as at all Asian you like elotes? I love elotes. I love elotes so much. Especially the one on the cob. The corn on the cob is so good. Like, you could get them in a cup and everything, and that's fine. But, like, part of the experience is to have it, like, the slathering of the weird cheese thing. From a bottle, the yellow cheese from a bottle. And, like, the chili peppers on the thing, and then you, like, stuff your face, and then you have, like, all the mayonnaise and the cheese all over your face as you're eating it off the cob. That's the experience of elotes. But yeah, I'm not good at any languages, because, like, at first I was like, oh, I knew Chinese, right? Baby Chinese. And then I came to America, and then it took me I was in the ESL program for 4 years. Usually people, like children, get out of the ESL program at 2 years. I was in the ESL program for double the time that I was supposed to be in the ESL program. And it wasn't until my parents, like, brought in my extracurricular accomplishments for them to be like, okay, fine, we'll take her out of the ESL program. It took forever. Yes, toro. I was on the beach. The Saturday elotes are mostly sold on the beach. Oh, for me, it's sold everywhere. It's the hustle culture, you know? People just come around with carts. Not everywhere, though. But usually around somewhere. Not on the beach. And my Chromebook is starting to drop frame rate from watching YouTube videos. I'ma leave. Good night. Good night, I'm alive. I'm so sorry. Clear your cache on your Chromebook. I've never had a Chromebook, so I don't know. I don't know what it's like. Get good, I guess. Scrub. Yeah. I'm bad at all language. I wish I was good at languages. One of my childhood friends, she learned Korean just by watching K-dramas, to the point that she was part of a fan translation team for Korean K-dramas. Like, just from her watching K-dramas, she was able to learn Korean enough to translate shows. I can't get my mind, I still wouldn't be able to fan translate anime after years and years of watching it. Rest assured, some clips from this visit are going in Guumi Core. What's Guumi Core? Where are you putting your clips? YouTube clips is no longer a thing. You guys can't clip anymore, so you guys will have to, like, screen record and make your own clips. Probably you guys won't do it. K-drama wording seems to be more real than animes. Really? I've never watched K-dramas. There's my one friend showed me, like, Boys Over Flowers in Korean. You know, the one where it's like there is a Japanese version of it where, like, the girl goes to an all-boys school and she's cross-dressing, and then, like, the guys fall in love with her, but she's still, like, dressed as a boy, and so they think they're gay and she thinks they're not gay, but she needs to make sure that she's... Yeah! Hana Yuri-danga, that one, yeah. My friend showed me the Korean live-action version of that. And I can't deal with it. I can only hold 2 Asian languages in my head. So it's Chinese and Japanese. The fact that Korean sounds close enough, but not close. Oran? No, not Oran. It was like Boys Over Flowers. It's called Boys Over Flowers. There's like an anime version. There's an animated version. There's multiple like live action versions. But I do like Oran High School Host Club. That was fun. Very dated in its tropes, but very fun. Did you guys hear that I'm making a new one? they didn't say exactly what's happening, but they're saying that they're doing a new anime project for Ouran High School Host Club. So I'm hoping that they're gonna be doing the same thing that they did with Fruits Baskets, right? Where they revamp the entire anime from the beginning, and then they're gonna finish the anime as based on the manga. But now that I think about it, Ouran High School Host Club's manga, it ended up a little heavy, doesn't it? But then again, Fruits Baskets was also heavy later on in the manga. And but the Fruits Baskets was heavy from the very beginning, right? Because Toru is like homeless and like her mom died and everything's heavy, like psychologically in the whole like family. But like Ouran was always lighthearted with a little tiniest bit of heavy undertones. But after the original anime ended in Ouran High School Host Club, it got like really dark. It got like, well, not really, really dark, but it got really heavy, emotionally. Guumi likes Fruits Basket. I read Fruits Baskets. Yes, I did remember reading all of Fruits Baskets. I don't remember what happened exactly. I just know that she ends up with the mouse dude. No, the cat dude. She ends up with a cat dude. Yeah. When I was like, I would have liked the mouse dude better when it comes to like the love triangle between the cat dude and the mouse dude. I would have liked the mouse dude better. But the cat dude is fine too, I guess. Guumi Undersea Host Club. I wouldn't be good at a host club. No. Because like host club has a lot to do with like Oshiism, right? Like they're talking about like they reserve the hosts, you know, the girls reserve the hosts, and some girls reserve only one of the hosts constantly, and that's their Oshi. And then one of the episodes, they're talking about a girl who hops, that host hops. So she's like running through Oshis. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. Perfect for children. Fruits Basket was very happy and true for sure. Perfect children. I feel like they make it really digestible. All like the traumas of teenagerdom and childhood and adulthood and all that stuff. They make it very digestible for children. So they're not wrong. Oh no, I just watched the anime Toru and with the blondie. Redhead. Technically. The cat's the redhead. Or the glasses guy? Which one's the glasses guy? Who's Undersea Host is like the White Glove Society from Fallout New Vegas. I don't know anything about Fallout New Vegas. I don't remember. I only watched the video essays of people explaining what all the all the vaults. Are they called vaults? They're not vaults, are they? They're actually not cannibals. No. She's running through Oshis. Well, that's quite the out of context comment to wake up to. Hi, Wada, welcome. An amazing game. I don't like the graphics. Looking at the Fallout graphics, it's kind of ew. And like, I don't like the premise enough that I want to play it. Despite the graphics, you know? Sometimes a game could have like subpar graphics and you're like, oh, that's fine. As long as I like the general stories. But like, I don't like the general story enough that I would get over the graphics. And also it's very long. It's one of those. And also first person. First person is the biggest thing to it, honestly. Only your fan run through if you catch him in the other streams. Oh my god. Whenever I'm in like other people's streams and I see you guys as chatters in their streams, I'm like, ooh, it's the my chatter in their natural habitat, just like in someone else's stream. Oh my gosh. But I understand, like I'm not usually your favorites, right? You usually have your own Oshis that you're with, and I'm just here. so it's fine. I'm not jealous or anything. Like I try to be. I'm not. It's okay. I'm not jealous or anything. Like I just find it kind of interesting to observe. Like some people act differently in front of different VTubers or different streamers, you know. And sometimes I get like jump scared by like, whoa, you act like that away from me. Do our best to be everywhere, though. Yes, Aruka, I know you. I know you're the same everywhere. You're so consistent, Ruka. Don't be stalking us. No, I watch VTubers sometimes too, and it just jump scares me when I recognize a name in chat, okay? I'm not doing it on purpose. Oh no, they're into that, I see. Why is he being so sweet? No. You can be sweet to other people. I wouldn't be jealous. It's not like I'm thinking like, oh, why don't they act like that to me? No, I would never think that. Like, no. The closest thing I got to an Oshi is an unhealthy need to worship 2 plush toys, which increased to 5 something. I don't think that's an Oshi. Because the Oshi means to push. And that means you're supporting them. You don't need to support a plushie. You could have a comfort plushie, obviously. JK, yes, I know, JK. Only freaking smaller VTuber now I think of it. Yeah. I think I've seen you in some other streams. I don't remember whose, though. Sometimes there are minutes depending on the stream. Yeah, exactly. But some VTubers are better with, like, joke bullying of chat, and some people are less okay with joke bullying in chat. I'm fine. For the most part. I didn't hear that burp. I need to drink more water. Wait, Oshi needs support? Yeah. That's why it's called Oshi. She's jealous you aren't sending super
At Matimus_back library super chatted $2. She's jealous you aren't sending supers. Pay up.
Matimus! I mean, no. Sorry, Matt. Oh my gosh, thank you for 1 month of being a macroplastic. I appreciate it, Jintai. Guys, I mean, sometimes I'm looking at all the people with the things on the colorful tabs on top, and I'm like, oh, maybe one day that'll be me. But, like, I'm not gonna make you guys feel bad for not. Like, obviously other people deserve your support more if they're doing more things, you know? I'm okay. Like, it's fine. You guys support however. YouTube killed the Oshi mark in chat, sadly. Yeah, that's true. Unfortunate. And I know that needs support. I'm getting so many mixed signals from previous signals right now. Yeah. And Oshi, the literal meaning of Oshi is to push. It's a Japanese word to push. And so it's someone that you push. Someone that, like, you want to support, to push upwards, to become better, to support their dreams. That's what it is. Is that Goom? Hi, Lord Penguin. Oh my gosh. You're coming in near the end of the stream. It's about time that we wrap up. But I hope your week's gone good. How was your weekend? It should have been me. What do you mean? Push as in cheer on, yeah. Like, push into the limelight. It's like, you want to see them shine. You want to see them, like, live their dreams. And so you're behind them all the way, kind of deal. It's not literal, obviously, but it came from push. I just joined. What does that mean? You extend by 20 minutes? No! I need to go to sleep sometimes. I'm still a little sick. That's okay. Yeah, we're talking about Oshis. Okay, I kind of understand why some lower VTubers will be called Oshis now, but now I'm wondering why some of the bigger ones get called that. Well, that's because even the bigger ones are deserving of support because they inspire people. They do a lot of things that make people want to do better, you know? Like, they are a good role model, they create entertaining content, you believe in them and their vision, it's all sorts of that. And even the biggest ones, like Iron Mouse or like the Hololive Girls, they're still considered small compared to some streamers. Not a lot of streamers, but some streamers. And there's different reasons to push. to want to cheer on your Oshis. And no matter how successful they get, they still deserve love. I'm good, but it'd be good night. Give me a check. Good night, Soul. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always appreciate. I'm honestly I'm a bad fan though. So like that's also why I'm not that jealous about people supporting other Oshis. Because I'm like a bad fan. I'm the most casual VTuber watcher or any content watcher in the world. So if I like something, I support it. If I don't like something, I won't support it. And it could be the same person. So it's whatever. Getting confused, that makes me mad. I'm gonna go bananas. I mean, you can always just offline ask other VTuber watchers or just other VTubers who their Oshi are, why they support them, how you support them. And a lot of people use that differently because there's Oshi and then there's Kami Oshi. And that's even more confusing, right? Because Oshi is someone you push, someone you idolize, someone you like a lot. But Kami Oshi is like God Oshi, right? Kami Oshi. It's like your number one, no matter what. Your favorite amongst favorites. Indie Chica Idol style is cool for the most small focused Oshikatsus. Yeah. That's a lot of words that normal people will not understand. I am relatively new to VTuber, like a year or two, so when got into it, I was like, what do you mean? Why are you asking about Yoshi? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of terms that VTubing borrows from idol culture in Japan, and so if you just get into it, it's a little hard. Fire Mouse broke a record of subs on Twitch doesn't mean she doesn't deserve support. Yeah, exactly. She deserves the support. And she got the support. Even if I'm a poor fan, I still can give moral support just for the price of occasional banter. Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to spend the money, especially if you're not stable in your own income. I always say, like, always take care of yourself first. Have a retirement fund to make sure your rent, your food, your emergency fund, and your retirement fund are all funded before you do anything with your money to support people you don't know, like the people online. Guumi, I need you to cover music box of. Oh my god, I considered it. I can't sustain that D6. That just a humming music box of fate for that D6 rips my throat apart. So I could try, but it's gonna sound horrible at the end. Guumi is a high tier Oshi. Oh, thank you, Lord Penguin. I appreciate it. Okay, now my head is hurting. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time to kind of get used to the culture. And I don't try to claim to be a traditional VTuber either, because I don't like kayfabe a whole bunch. I don't do any GFEs. I don't pretend to have a relationship with you guys in any way, like not just girlfriend but friend or sister or neighbor or classmate, childhood friend. Like I don't do any of those role plays. Mother. I know Chad sometimes calls me mommy. That's not no. Yes, no. I'm not your mother. Some people cheat and have multiple Oshi. Simple life of an Oshi harem. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it cheating. You can have multiple Oshis. I have multiple Oshis, even though I'm kind of a casual Oshi haver. Kami Oshi at that time started tubing. Oh, I came to VTube circle from my IRL idol. Oh, that's cool. Now I consider me the guy who served as the reminder to stay humble or at least grounded or something. IDK. That's also true. You do not do parasocial? Yeah, I do not. James, how lonely are people? I mean, have you ever heard of the loneliness epidemic? It's a term. It's better to shoot parasocial, to be honest. Yeah, it's a little dangerous. That's why I try not to. My parasocial Guumi relationship. Guumi, no! No autophobic, no parasocial. Not even a little bit. I was gonna say something and I already forgot. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I try to stay humble and grounded because I also realize that as a content creator, it's really easy to get it into your head because everyone in chat's here for the content creator. Whatever you're creating, most people, especially when you're small, will not say bad things about the things you create, even though like I know when I go back and listen to my karaoke streams or my covers or my past live streams, like there's some things wrong with it, right? And I'm like, there's critique to be had. And as a small streamer that doesn't get a lot of hate, it could get in your head that, wow, I'm so popular, everyone likes me, blah 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 blah. And I try to stay grounded. I try not to get it through my head that I'm not that big popular VTuber, no. And I try not to take advantage of you guys, right? So every time I say, oh, give only if you can. Someone mentioned Gumami? No! Of course, still I'm going out drinking with people from class. What I miss? Nothing. We're just talking about Oshis and Kami-Oshis and parasocialism. You know, the stuff. Let's celebrate the guy who's proud to be alone and the ridiculous idea of casual relationships. I don't really like casual relationships either. YouTubers are main social interaction, so try to make some friends. You guys can make some friends with each other, you know. I know I don't usually encourage like community stuff because I'm kind of community adverse, but if you guys want to become friends with each other and like find friendship with each other, I think that's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Too late, I'm the mommy now. Oh my gosh, mariachi mommy. Can I have ice cream? Can you give me some ice cream and some chicken McNuggies? Are you gonna go to McDonald's? Can I have McFlurry? Oh. Not parasocial, I only love you. You specifically, you know who you are. No, Jintai, no! Only social is fine. What else can I say? I fan Zoan's streamer. Oh, fine. You can do that if you want. Such a bully. Oh. We can be lonely together. No, don't be lonely. You guys can find anti-loneliness with each other. Yeah. In the dance class, there, you're getting socialized. That's true. Dance classes are very social. You say you don't have 5 million viewers concurrent in chat. Shocked picture face. Man, if I had even like 100, because I have 2 digits usually. If it had 100, I feel like it would be impossible for me to read chat. And I feel so sad because like I would miss you guys. I would see your names fly past and I try to read and it just like is gone and I'm like, whoa gosh. And because I'm ESL, I read really slowly. You know, I'm sad. Can we kiss in the chat? Fine. You guys can kiss each other consensually, okay? You gotta make sure that everyone's consensual. It's orgy time. No, Gerard, what? No orgies in chat. You guys can probably have that in the 18+ section of the Discord. I'll just voyeur. I'll just be a voyeur if you guys want to do that, but it's cringe and please put it under a spoiler tag. Yeah, no offense to the rest of chat. Wait, he's the mom? Only if you pay the goofy child support. Goofy child support? Yuck! Is this the goofy support that you're asking for? Yuck! Me bully, name calling is mean. And no, you're bully. You bully. That's why I like you. Seem like a normal person. Oh, I don't know. I want to be. I strive to be a normal person. You know, like a well-rounded person. Even though I'm kind of weird. I am a little weird, but I try. In the big picture, I try to be a normal person. In the little microcosms, like for example, putting cake in curry, it's fine. I sort of spit like it's a water fountain. Ew, ew. Is that what you're into? No, I'm not. I'm just saying. If it's there, I'm going to look at it. I like stalking people sometimes. They'll be trying to make us produce BL. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, but oh my gosh. Chat BL. Chat BL. Oh my gosh. Which one are you? Are you the semi or the uke? Are you guys top or bottom? Yeah. Discord Guumi, thank you. Yo, Discord, why? What's so wrong with Discord? I like Discord. Guumi is child support. My content is the child support, okay? Who's the child? Damn, 10 times I bullied you. Okay, the last 10 of your messages. All of them. I could spin it. I know how to spin things. Anyone's gotta go and drinking. Okay, good night. Have fun drinking with your friends. See? Worm is normal. Worm has a social life. You guys gotta be more sociable. What's a BL? Boys love! When a boy and another boy love each other very much, and their yaoi hands intertwine with each other, and their long fingers touch, and then they do the romance be shown in eyes, and then they go, oh my gosh, you're so handsome, so cute, a boy on boy. I like to stalk people sometimes. I tracked my previous name. What? You don't like to consensually? We're not bratty. Okay, volunteer, yeah. That's because I literally 4 message ago I called you a higher tier Oshi. That's true. Okay, maybe not that one. Maybe the next 10. The next 10. I appreciate you, Lord Penguin. Holding hands, how scandalous. Yeah, and linking fingers. Okay, I'll do it, but one of you guys is gonna have to wear the coat and armband and the hat. Well, that's not always semi-uke, you know. Love the idea of Guumi being someone's introduction into Fujoshi code. I'm not even a Fujoshi. I used to be more a Fujoshi because, like, you know, I read Prince of Tennis and they're just all boys. And they all really like each other, but not in that way. But you know, it's suggestive. It is, but it isn't. You know, the are they, aren't they relationship? It's a lot more tantalizing than like just straight up yes. You know, I like the game when you're reading. I just like the game. And a kind of video gay dude, and it's nothing like BL, more animalistic. Yeah, like real gay people, nothing like BL. BL is written for straight women. That is the target demographic, at least. No matter how enthusiastic I get about it, don't forget the lubricant. Yeah, kind of lube. A giant 10-gallon barrel of lube. That's how much you guys need. Yep. Quite the toxic relationship must be what it is like as a jellyfish. Yes, I love toxic. I like toxic relationships. It's more spicy. The more spice in a relationship, the better. I'm just saying. And you also have to talk about golden retrievers midpoint. Why? Golden retrievers is the least toxic character trope. Or the thing too, if you prefer burly straight guys getting together. Bada is written more for gay guys. So yeah, like normal yaoi is for straight women, and Bada is more for gay guys. At least the intended audience. Of course, the intended audience not always, you know, not always the audience you get, but it is. I'm just saying. Now, going through the hella toxic, they get used. I've never seen a dog movie where the golden retriever gets used, though. They're always like Air Bud or like Marley and Me or something wholesome, and then the dog might die. Bada Fujos are funny though. Oh, I don't know any of them. I don't usually read Bada. That's not mine. I prefer to be able to project myself onto them. That's how I like them, you know? They're just, you know, feminine enough that I could just pick one and project myself onto them. I need more immersion. I need my gay crush doing me. Sorry, chat, but none of you guys are looking to be my standard. Oh no, your standards are too high now. It's gotten beyond. Why am I misunderstanding golden retriever people? People who keep giving and giving. Oh. Yeah, it depends on the story, I guess. That's emotional. I need a little bit more physical. You know. Anyways, we gotta end stream. This was supposed to be a short just chatting stream, but we ended up chatting for the normal length. Also, most himbos are golden retriever colder. That's true. The himbos are cool. Himbos are real cool. Oh, we gotta end. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go to the baby. We gotta find someone to raid. So don't go. We're raiding someone. I know you guys are going to sleep soon, but like at least go say hi. Yeah, let's end before Saints get hell us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Okay, don't forget. Don't forget. We gotta make bigger. Number go bigger. I did release the performance cover. If you guys missed the halftime show on the Tulip Cup, my performance is now a video on my channel. I covered D City Rock, and you could go listen to it. I mixed it myself. It's bad. That's the level of mixing that you get from me. And there is a new short, of course, that was out on Monday, so you guys could check that out too. Let's see, who do we raid? Guumi Alert, yes, exactly, Guumi Alert. You guys already know. You guys are so good. Woo! Rhea is playing BioShock. Remember when I played BioShock? We could raid into Rhea playing BioShock. There we go. I already missed Guumi. No. I'll see you guys on Friday. Friday we're doing Hollow Knight, so don't miss me too much. Remember. Go me straight on both sides. Of course, on Twitch side you have the raid emote that you guys could use, whichever one. Friday we're playing Hollow Knight, and then Saturday we're starting the new Eye of the Somnium game. It's not new, but you know, it's new for me. We're gonna try to play through the whole story, Eye of the Somnium File 2, and then we're gonna have a karaoke stream. Don't forget, we have a karaoke relay on Saturday. It's gonna be 8 p.m. my time, so it's gonna be kind of late for you guys, but see you.